everyone, welcome to Plutus IS. Today in this lecture, we are going to talk about the second part of the Plasmodium life cycle, or better say the life cycle of malarial parasite. As in the part first, we have talked about that how the question comes, how the two different types of question from this topic, because malaria is one of the topic which is also comes from your portion from your, of course, in your paper one non-coordinate unit, and the same topic of the malaria, the different types of question, it is also included in your economic geology portion, right? So there will be the, like, suppose that the malaria life cycle is there or the plasmodium life cycle is there. So there will be the difference in that introduction and conclusion. In the first part we have already talked about it, and the first part we have given the introduction, what is the plasmodium, how it is completing its life cycle. It is started in the life cycle, actually how the, it's a digenetic, that is your completing its life cycle into two hosts, that is a human and mosquito, and we have started in that human, right? So in the very short, I'll just repeat the whole thing, that plasmodium is actually, there are mainly four species: Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium ovale. There are mainly four species. In this lecture, we are talking about mainly the Plasmodium falciparum, and these different types of the mainly four species. Actually, there are one more, but mainly these four species having the different level of pathogenicity, having different level of fever, impact, like 10 to 15. General malaria is actually after, like, after bite of that infected mosquito, after 10 to 15 days it actually shows the chilling fever, shivering and all something. So maybe this is something in the Plasmodium falciparum, है ना? So in that Plasmodium ovale, it is take longer period, or maybe it is not causing that much that much disastrous or maybe very high fatal impact, right? So even we'll talk further, like how these four species are different. I'm just telling this. So the normal impact of the malaria is a fever and something like anemic situation, and but Plasmodium falciparum is one of, is in all of the four, Plasmodium falciparum is the most disastrous, I would say. Yeah, because Plasmodium falciparum is also causing the cerebral malaria, राइट? ऐसे बोलते हैं इसको कि दिमाग पे बुखार चढ़ जाता है in normal sense, right? So it is more impact, like it is causing actually more disaster, and it may leads to the death also. Okay, so these are the four bases. Okay, every this four is a completing its life cycle in two hosts, that is a digenetic host. The first is a human, or the primary host, in which the mosquito, in which, sorry, the Plasmodium completes its life cycle in the asexual form, right? While in the mosquito, the Plasmodium, that is a parasite, completes its life cycle with the sexual reproduction. That is also something. So we have started with that human. After the biting of that infected mosquito, right, the Plasmodium transfer from the mosquito to the human, right? And there's a three stages actually, mainly in that human. In that human, mainly there's a two organs impact. The first one is blood, and the second one is liver, and again the blood, right? Because again it's a circular cycle, right? It is a circular cycle. So it is like that. Okay, यहाँ पे human bite, देखो, you can say like that, this is a mosquito bite the human, है ना? In human, the it entered into the blood, through the blood or the circulatory system, hepatic, it enters into the hepatic cells or the liver cells. After, in that liver, it there are stages we have talked about. So which stage, this is also something you have to have mentioned, which stage of the Plasmodium enters in the human, है ना? That is your sporozoite stage. Sporozoite stage, through the blood circulatory system, reach to the liver. Here it is converting into that cryptozoite, merozoite, cryptomerozoite, three stages in that liver, with the asexual division of the life cycle, where they actually feed. After cryptomerozoite, they actually again from the liver, they again enter, that is a liver stage, they again enter into that blood stage, है ना? That is also actually, you can say that in the human there's a two stages, the pre-erythrocytic stage and that erythrocytic stage. This is also one of the question came into your UPSC geology optional paper 1. Okay, then it is in converting into the blood stage. Yahan tak in that liver stage we have already completed. You can go and just see in that last video, in that part 1. Okay, yes. So in that liver we have completed the pre-erythrocytic and the erythrocytic. After the cryptomerozoites enter fresh liver cells to become metacryptomerozoites and repeat the process. Okay, Metacryptomatozoites move to the bloodstream. Again, blood, liver and blood and blood again. Then what is starting in that blood? Okay. Metacryptomatozoites move to the bloodstream and invade that erythrocytes or the RBCs. Okay. Blood matrix again. Inside the RBCs, some metacryptozoites become rounded and modified into young trophozoites. So which stage entered into here? The metacryptomatozoites. The metacryptozoites. Okay. Then it is in that blood, it is converting into the trophozoite stage. Trophozoite stage. Okay. They're actively feeding stage of the plasmodium. This is also your question, the trophozoite stage. You have to have remember not only the complete life cycle but each stage separately, because in the last class I have said that in that question number 1 and question number 5 the in between points have been asked of this life cycle. जैसे कि द मोनोसिस्टिस है ना, मोनोसिस्टिस आपके सिलेबस में है प्रोटोजोआ में, उसमें से भी इन दैट पोर्शन आल्सो द मिडल ऑफ दैट लाइफ साइकिल हैज बीन आस्क्ड, लाइक गैमेटोगोनी something like that has been asked from the different life cycles. Okay, so trophozoite stage is actively feeding, consuming nutrients from that host blood cells. Okay, this is something very important that is called that signet ring stage. Okay, why I'm saying that, one more thing here. We know that in that UPSC paper, when we start writing the mains, it has a limited time, limited pages, limited word limit, right? So how to write this complete information? So that is something I want to tell. You have to mention every single stages. What you can do, you can elaborate very specifically. That means with a very core information, but you cannot do that just like that exerted to side ke baad you just simple mention. You have to have mentioned every single stages. Sorry. Because that makes your answer complete. As the trophozoite grows in size, a central vacuole develop. ट्रोफोजॉइट क्या करता है, साइज में ग्रो करता है और एक सेंट्रल वैक्यूल डेवलप होता है which pushed the nucleus into that one side of the cytoplasm. Here what we have just said that, और वो जब जब ट्रोफोजॉइट स्टेज ग्रो करती है तो इसका क्या होता है, what happens, grow in size, a central vacuole stage develop, a central vacuole stage starting develop, which push the cytoplasm, which push the nucleus into one side of the cytoplasm. So it look like, vacuole है ना, so it look like nucleus एक side पर आ गया, right, and this is your cytoplasm. ठीक है, so it look like the ring है ना, we have seen that the ring diamond kind of structure at that one side, at the one periphery of that ring. So yeah, this resemble with the signet ring, looks like the gem of the ring, that nucleus which pushed at the periphery at the one side, it looks like the gem of the ring. The trophozoite ingests a large portion of the cytoplasm of RBC, forming a food vacuole. Okay, ये ट्रोफोजॉइट क्या करता है, एक आरबीसी का, बिकॉज दे आर एक्चुअली फीडिंग ऑन दैट आरबीसी, रेड ब्लड सेल्स, or forming a food vacuole into which secrete the digestive enzyme. Through the secreting the digestive enzyme, it actually ingests the RBCs. Okay, the enzyme brings about the proteolysis of the blood hemoglobin. We know that RBC composition, hemoglobin is one of the factor. Okay, which breaks down the protein component and hematine. तो ये जो enzymes होते हैं, they actually break that hemoglobin of that human, because अभी this stage is running in the human only. So it break down the hemoglobin protein into protein and hematine. Protein part is consumed by the trophozoite because it's with the help of the enzyme and so many things, while unused hematine forms the toxic malaria pigment called hemoglobin. What is the significance of this line? So when we do that blood test, right? So how do we get to, how the patholabs get to know that the person is infected with the malaria? Because of the presence of the hemoglobin and the hematine in that blood, because the protein part is actually consumed by the trophozoite because it is actively feeder, while this toxic material present in the blood, or better say that blood of that infected person, that actually shows in the usual, in the normal condition it does not found, right? So this is something that pathology or the testing stage. After that, Can we say that? I mean, of course, there are so many other things also, but this is one of that. After that, trophozoite stage is converting into that blood में ही आपका amoeboid stage. Amoeboid stage. What is amoeboid stage? Trophozoite stage further develop into that active amoeboid. Okay, when we say that amoeba, what is the one thing which comes in our mind? Amoeba is actually, it shows that unicellular organism which can move, right? Of course, we know that the different types of locomotor organs, but amoeba is a kind of a structure which having the pseudopodia and but not any specific locomotor organ, and within that one cell it can move, it can locomote. That is something. Trophozoite stage further develop into that active. That is means active means locomotion, है ना? It can move now. Amoeboid trophozoite stage. This stage is an indicator of the malaria infection due to the presence of Schuffner's granules. This is also a question. What is the Schuffner granules? Okay. As small red eosinophilic granules appear in the cytoplasm of that host RBC. Host RBC, that means human. इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन के ब्लड में आरबीसी में एक eosinophilic granules. What is the eosinophil? We know that the type of the WBC, right? Eosinophil, neutrophil, monophil, monocyte, basocyte. That is the type of वो उसमें appear होता by the why? By the metabolic activity and the byproducts of the parasites and host immune responses against it. We know here, what we know here, that when any pathogen enters into that human body, है ना, human immune system start reacting on that, right? So eosinophils is a type of the WBC. As the trophozoite, or better say that amoeboid stage enters or just reach to the blood, the immune system, although immune system started working from since like very first attack only, but depends the type of immunity or the how strong immunity of the person is, right? So at that amoeboid stage is basically, I would say, because of the so many things already there, that trophozoite stage is already feeding and there's a hematin protein, so WBC become very active. Okay? There is something which is needs to be tackled, there is something the foreign particles enter in that body, so we have to have work on, so uska reaction. Okay, then the byproducts of that, because of that they are actively feeding, there's so many things, so that is combinedly making that eosinophilic granules or that Schuffner's granule. This is also one of that patholab testing stage. Amoeboid trophozoite, okay, that is a human in the what it is Schuffner granules is a byproduct of all of them, then metabolic activity, byproduct of parasites and his human immune response against it. The amoeboid trophozoite further grows and its nucleus divides to form 12 to 24 न्यूक्लियर. अमीबॉइड ट्रोफोजॉइट क्या होता है, और ग्रो करते हैं, ठीक है, और इसके न्यूक्लियस डिवाइड्स होते हैं टू फॉर्म द 12 to 24 nuclei and arranged at the periphery and become oval shaped merozoite with the rupture of that RBC के सेल पे पेरिफेरी में ये जाके ऐसे ऐसे करके, this is also some of that unusual form of RBC if it is impacted by that, if the person is infected through the malarial parasite. Okay, fine. So with the rupture of RBC, because they are just concentrated at the periphery, the merozoites are liberated into the blood plasma. Okay, fine. This and wait further to repeat the new erythrocyte cycle. So this is also one of your question, the erythrocytic phase of that malarial parasite. So when you are writing that erythrocytic phase of the malarial parasite, you have to have write every single stage. Okay, and even you can just connect it with like that, that before erythrocytic there is a pre-erythrocytic or the exoerythrocytic stage also. Fine. Okay, fine. Then infected, and this they are repeating the cycle again as it was they were doing in that liver cells. Okay, hepatocytes. Infected or the destruction of the erythrocyte on liberation of the merozoites causing malarial fever and also anemic situation. एक तो fever आ रहा है of course because your immune system is responding very actively, and also anemic situation. Why the anemic situation? Because generally the 120 days of your RBC, it is forming, it is going to end in the spleen, so normal processes are going on. But what is happening here, when the new pathogens are coming, right, when the new pathogens are coming, they start feeding on the RBC. Okay, fine. So what is happening, uh formation stage is a normal, but the death stage is very high because someone from that external is start feeding on that RBC. So in spite of the 120 days, they start degrading earlier. है ना. So ultimately the RBC number will be reduced and the person will be anemic. Got it? How the malaria is impacted, how the malaria is actually causing the anemic situation also. Okay, once the impulse to multiply are sexually exhausted, they have increased their number so many times, so largely. So at that time, of course, there's an energy. When we cover the zoology of animal, we talk about the energy throughout the zoology, whether it's the topic of that evolution, ecology, protozoa, any topic, because this is a basic concept of that existence, right? Energy. So when the impulse to is sexually exhausted, the merozoites do not proceed ahead with the erythrocytic cycle but increase their size to become the rounded gametocyte. अब क्या करते हैं? What they do not multiply, they do not increase their number. Of course, we know that the animal, the every single type of living organism, specifically if we talk with respect to the zoology, they do two things. Either they to survive, either they increase their number or they increase their body size. है ना? First, the we know that J and K shaped graph curve, right? Growth curve. So smaller organisms generally, first what they do, they just multiply to just survival their population or their species. And bigger animals, first they invest their energy in that growth of the size, then they reproduce, right? We know that kind of. So यहाँ पे भी वही है, after exhausting the limit of that multiplication of their number, they increase their size. They show that, and when they increase their size, some of them will be bigger, some of them will be smaller. Bigger one will be the megagametocyte or the female one, smaller one will be the micro, and the male one. And also they show the sexual dimorphism being of two types. The smaller one or the male or the microgametes contains a large diffuse nucleus, while the female or the megagametocytes larger with the small compact peripheral nucleus. Okay, so is the one thing here, the uh, micro, right? Micro gametes का जो nucleus है that is bigger, but the overall size is the smaller, while the megagametocytes का जो structure है that is a bigger but nucleus is generally smaller. Okay, the opposite of course, this is a mega, this is micro, like that. The gametocytes further do not divide and remain in host blood corpuscles until either they die or ingest by the vector or the mosquito. Now actually they have produced the gametes, right? The whole body is actually, because they are the unicellular, we have already talked about it. Now the whole body behave like the gamete. Gamete do not multiply asexually, they just wait, because now they are in that blood corpuscles. So when in that human, here if we talk about ब्लड में आपका कौन सी स्टेज अभी आ गई है? मीरोजॉइट्स हो गई. ओके, मम्मी बॉयड्स के बाद आपकी मीरोजॉइट्स हो गई. आफ्टर दैट द गैमीट फॉर्मेशन, और बेटर से द गैमेटोसाइट्स. अब गैमेटोसाइट will further wait in that blood. When the again a fresh or normal, whatever you can say, now the mosquito will bite again this infected person. Okay, this gametocyte, I hope it is clear. Now the mosquito will bite that infected person. The gametocyte will enter into the mosquito, right? Now this mosquito is actually filled with that gametes. Now again the mosquito site will be start. Human की life cycle is completed into here. Got it? चलो. Sexual life cycle in the mosquito. Gametes के बाद of course the sexual life cycle will be produced. The ingestion by the mosquito. When a female mosquito sucks blood from that infected person, the gametocytes enter into the body of the mosquito. Fine. Then the gametogony. Here the development of gamete occurs. Okay, that is something we have talked in the first part of this video. The human is your warm-blooded animals, of course we know that, and the mosquito is your cold-blooded animals. To convert, abhi the what happened in that human, the gametes are just differentiated. Like the bigger one is a mega, the smaller one is micro, right? So as soon as they enter, here the development of the gametes, actually the development of the gametes will start in that mosquito properly. वहां पे as they actually convert into different form to just stop that asexual multiplication in the number of that. That's it in that human. Here the development of gametes occur from the gametocyte, and this process is known as the gametogony or the gametogenesis. Gametogenesis, formation of the gamete, we know that due to transfer from the warm-blooded to the cold-blooded and change in that temperature, gametocytes undergo reorganization and form male and female gametes. Fine, the rearrangement. Then the fertilization happened, of course. The megagamete forms the cone-like projection as a fertilization cone where its nucleus comes at the end. Suppose at this like structure. Okay? Lashing microgametes penetrate. This is how it microgametes become the lashing microgamete. That means a kind of flagellar-like structure with this. Because of that conversion of that normal macrogametes into the active male gametes in the process of the gametogeny in the mosquito body. Penetrate through this cone and syngamy takes place. Okay. Here the complete fusion of nuclei in the cytoplasm of two gametes occur. That is a fertilization in that where it is occurring in that mosquito. Okay. Resulting in the formation of the zygote with the single diploid nucleus. Of course. What is a eukaryote? The zygote remains rounded and motionless initially for some time. Okay. जैसे कि fertilization हुआ, the formation of the zygote, and it will remain the motionless around for some time. Then it becomes elongated and motile. Okay. Elongated and motile with the gliding or the wriggling movement. After that, sometime they start moving with that gliding or the wriggling movement and is known as ookinete. Zygote का एक सॉरी स्टेबल जाइगोट का एक मोशन और द ग्लाइडिंग मूवमेंट शो करना in this process converted is known as ookinete. It has a dense cytoplasm. Okay, why? Because the zygote will convert into that adult. No, so it must having the dense cytoplasm. In that dense cytoplasm, the mitochondria, the ribosome will be there, which help in the rapid protein synthesis. है ना? Presence of the contractile fibrils and microtubules for this motile nature. Fine. Then what is happening? Ookinete penetrates. This is something important. Ookinete penetrates through that wall of the mid gut of the stomach. यहाँ पे अभी क्या हो रहा था? मस्कीटो में सारी चीजें हो रही थी, ठीक है? मस्कीटो में सारी चीजें हो रही थी. Then this ookinete stage actually enters through the wall of the mid gut stomach and settle down. It is becoming settled down in the stomach. Here it becomes the spherical and begins to insist. इसके gut में this ookinete becomes settled and start insisting. What is the insisting process? Insisting process मतलब there is a formation of that external covering, cyst banana, external layer banana, that is called insisting. This external layer is actually with the help of the both the gut of the mosquito and also the ookinete itself. Okay, the wall of the cyst, this is a forming of the wall or the external layer, है ना, is partially derived from that mid gut tissue of the mosquito and partially by the ookinete itself. मतलब plasmodium अपने तरफ से from its own side and that mid gut also start forming this kind of wall. The encysted zygote is called the oocyst. So mosquito में what we understood, the gamete was there. Gamete के बाद what was happened? The fertilization happened. The fertilization के बाद what happened? The zygote formation take place. Okay. After the zygote formation, what has happened? That ookinete stage form. Ookinete stage form. This was ookinete के बाद there's a formation of the oocyst. There's a formation of the oocyst. Sporogony then. Each oocyst now enters the phase of the asexual multiplication. This oocyst sexual reproduction हो गया. Then oocyst is going to do the asexual multiplication, the number of nodes, the number of increasing, known as the sporogony, and form the minute sickle-shaped body called the sporozoite. Remember, I have said that sporozoite is that infective stage in that human. Okay, sporozoites बनता है oocyst से आपका. Fine. Inside each oocyst, when mature, oocyst rupture. अभी स्पोरोजॉइट्स oocyst के अंदर, because cyst is there, right? So ookinete के अंदर it is converting into that sporozoite. When mature oocyst rupture, these sporozoites liberated into the hemocoel or the body cavity of the mosquito. Because they are the motile, they move to the differentiated organs and penetrate into the salivary gland of the mosquito. In mosquito, the whole sexual cycle complete in that 10 to 20 days. Fine. This is something which is completed. So if I will summarize it, mosquito, human bite, ठीक है, human में it is converting into that, going into the blood, nothing is happening in the first stage, blood, then liver, then again blood. Which stage is there? I'll show in later on. ब्लड से अगेन मस्कीटो, मस्कीटो में सलाइवरी, saliva, of course, nothing is happening in the saliva, then mid gut, then again saliva, then again saliva. ठीक है, divide it like this. ठीक, when we are dividing, liver में there's a two stages, blood में there's a last stage, the gametes or sexual reproduction, asexual, better say the multiplication. And here in the midgut or the saliva, the sexual reproduction. ठीक है, midgut में zygote, ookinete. I have to just show that how that sporozoite is entering to there. Oocyst, oocyst, then sporozoite, sporozoite. This sporozoite is entering into here, sporozoite. Okay, sporozoite, of course we know that cryptozoite, merocryptozoite and metacryptozoite, so many things, you know. This gametes entering here, the reproduction with the fusion of the gametes, fusion of gametes. Life cycle is very easy. This is something it is represented here. Liver cells, human liver cell, infected liver cell, cytosol stage, ruptured cytosol, and so many things are occurring here. I hope this is very easy to understand the life cycle of the malarial parasite. It is the most important topic because it has been repeated. One day, because some of the topics are very important, I'll just show the question reference directly. I'll complete the protozoa के जितने organism है which is relevant for exam, then I'll show the questions with the year references simultaneously. If there will be any doubt, please free to ask, and this is something which is completed. Thank you everyone.